Saltburn is a tale of privilege and power. It shows us our own world through a highly critical lens, demonstrating that true character, true heart, is nothing. How those without privilege are lost in a superficial world. Everyone has a thing, and if you don't have a thing, who are you, and what could you ever hope to be? One might seek a way to break this emptiness, to connect on a genuine human level with those around them despite it all, and in that, the truest friendships are made and broken. Except that's not what Saltburn is about at all. Saltburn is about the horrific world of the affluent, how they're true aliens living among us. They appear as human and may writhe about in relatively human fashion, but are leeches upon the world, robbing it of genuine emotional connection, living detached and unhinged, incapable to see past their own noses. They prey upon us, just as readily as we prey upon cattle. Except that's not what Saltburn is about at all. Saltburn is about the death of angels, about the true rare sparks of goodness in this world, and how brutally those perish under the sheer weight of expectation. We claw desperately at the glimmering shards of hope until that same clawing snuffs out their light. We are all of us ruined in the wake of an angel's death. Except that's not what Saltburn is about at all. Saltburn is about vampires. It is about the nauseating uncertainty of human interaction, the uncertainty of friendship. It is about the dire pain what wraps round our hearts as we learn truth after sickening truth. All that we'd taken in faith come undone until we see the monsters and those around us, all too late to stop their ravenous tyranny. Except that's not what Saltburn is about at all. It's about deception, madness, and excess, how one can strive to attain true freedom and solitude, but ultimately... I think the reason Saltburn has gotten so much unexpected reach in spite of its dire premise and grim twist is because it's purely bewitching. It's the only film I've seen which sets up fake themes. If you go into this film, you're going to be surprised by what you see. It doesn't matter if you're a casual viewer, if you're familiar with the genre, if you're familiar with this director's other works. It doesn't matter if you analyze the themes to a granular level. You're going to be shocked by something. It's wicked, it's grotesque, but in spite of all of that, nothing ever feels out of place. It's not as though the characters are inconsistent. It's not as though the narrative doesn't make sense. It's just baffling on pretty much every conceivable level. It feels made for its twists, but also somehow made in spite of them. Like, it's almost impossible to tell how much of this was intentional, and that's fascinating in its own right.